We are back in the HOI4 Rookie Academy. Benito Pizza.
Mussolini launched a new attack. This time, against the enemy within.
So in the last video, we were talking about how to complete all the missions that Mussolini asked you. We got more than 60% of compliance in Ethiopia. We have plenty of good divisions in camp, especially to fight in Africa. Now we're gonna give some focus to the Air Force, okay? So we're gonna start air innovations. We're gonna focus a little bit more also in the agency, okay? We want more one spy, and we also want more bonus after for decryption, all right? And encryption, we're gonna choose air combat training here, and I'm gonna change that to the Air Force Independence Air Force. Let's put industrial license because this helps to research faster, yes? After the focus we're gonna make here, we're gonna focus on the better planes, the planes of 40, the engines of 40, etc, etc. All right, we're gonna make a very cheap destroyer just pretty much to make some numbers. I'm gonna make a video just about navy. Don't copy that. I mean, don't copy that for all your navies, okay? This is pretty much specific for Italy, just to have some numbers. All right, since we pretty much finished here one of the battleships, yeah, one of pretty much all the littoral class they are making before, all of them gonna get commission on the beginning of that year. See, January, February, March, January. So all in the beginning of that year, yes, they all go get a commissionary. So we're just gonna make a very cheap destroyers just to have some numbers of destroyers, okay? But now I not recommend that type of destroyers for you. We need get a more stuff series, yes, a little bit better sonar, a little bit better deep chargers, a radar, etc. Right? Okay, Mussolini give you another mission to us, that's occupy Albania, yes, and that it is foreign affairs, Balkans ambitions, and Albania occupation. All right, I didn't make it corporate G2 voluntary, yeah, because not that it's bad, it's not bad, it is good, it helps us a lot, but you have so many good focus tree. I mean, if you want to make it, you can make it, go ahead, seriously, go ahead. I mean it helps you, definitely help you, but I don't know, it's as I said before, this focus tree is so good, we don't need to worry about. Okay, let's go ahead and get Citadel area. Okay, gonna give you 3 bonus for aircraft, another military factor, and a facility. That's great. If you want to rush that focus tree, is also great because you're gonna have another facility, all right? Air facility. That's why I don't need to make air facility with Italy, because the game pretty much gonna have to. Yes. Now let's buy less stuff from the Axis in general. Pretty much don't need to buy more. Pretty much all the capital ships, it is ready. Let's also train that navy, put the navy to train. It's great to get her collab in Yugoslavia, and we get another spy here. Yes, I'm gonna get seducer. I'm gonna leave that spy dead because pretty much help us invading Yugoslavia after if you need to. Yes, but the other 3 spy, let's put them all on England and UK here. The last advisor, always it is a fight between tactical bomber or infantry. I'm gonna get infantry, but if you want to get tactical bomber, it is great too. Both of them are great, yes. And let's also make a few refineries over here. Great. Let's rush to the fighter of 1940. Always choose a company, yes. I'm gonna wait a little bit, finish that focus tree, so we can rush also to the engine tree, okay? Okay, let's use the engine tree. Let's also let launching torpedoes, gonna help us. Just evaluate the lyre before, a little bit quickly, yes, before foreign affair. And let's use a guy here for a facility. Not anyone great here, but probably this Robert guy here is the best one. One great, but that's fine. Let's discredit Halley. Also, let's start to building a few planes. We still not have anything. We still not have a few things to put over here, but that's fine. We're gonna get later. Another thing that I always get the north. Remember focus tree that say I get just the north over here? Just a curiosity. When you do the north side, yes, many industries have new industrialization program over here, yes, and to have that attribute to your company, you need to do the north thing, yes. For example, in the fighters, you need to do the north thing. If I get it here, let's say on the navy, you need to do the northern industry. So always the northern industry complex that you need to do it, okay? That's another reason why I just do the north. When you have to choose between the north and the south, I always choose the north, okay? okay? Okay, you finish evaluate the area. Let's go foreign affairs. We're gonna focus to get Albania. Get the army of 39. That's great too. That's worth to improving computing machine. And just a curiosity in Ethiopia, okay? Some people suffers. They pretty much struggle to fight on Ethiopia. But let's just show me one thing to you guys that maybe most of the people don't realize, okay? When you press here in supply map mode, yes, on the right side here, supply map mode, you're gonna see that both of the supply hubs over here is not working. They are not working. That's why some people struggle, yes, to defend Ethiopia. Yes, I'm not saying it is easy. It's not easy to defend Ethiopia, and maybe you might even lose it. Yes, maybe you lose it, but not because logistic. Because what we need to do here is connected those supplies hubs. So the thing I'm gonna do, come to the railways, pressing the supply hub over here. Yes, you can come all the way. Yes, if you just press one time and go all the way over here, the game gonna make to you a supply hub, yes, like this. Or you can come one by tile, like this. Yes, you're gonna make it much faster, but you can make it by level. What do you mean by level, Joey? Level 3, for example. Yes, this gonna make it faster. Yes, if I try, for example, let me cancel all that order that I make here. Yes, all the train line, yes, that I was making here, and just make it one straight ahead. Yes, and let's put level 3. This gonna take much more time to make it because I'm just gonna use 15 sieves to make that. When you separate them, like I separate like this, yes, you have more work to do. Yes, you have more work to do, but at the same time, you're gonna have more sieves to build that. And because you have more sieves building that, yes, it is easier. All right, just a tip for you guys. Okay, this not only you in Ethiopia and etc. You can make this, for example, North Africa, right? For example, you know that sea is a problem to you, but you control the central Mediterranean Sea, but you want to supply Tobruk, right? And Tobruk, you have to pass to that sea. What you gonna do? You can press over here, press on the access. Yes, let's for example put avoid and make it, let's say, a railways, right? Come to the Africa. Yes, come to the other ports, for example Tripoli, or over here in Benghazi, just level 1. I prefer Tripoli, that is level 5. Yes, and you make a railways. If we try to make a railways, right, and avoid using the coast, okay, for don't someone disembarking on our coast, right? But for example, let's say if I try to make a railways from Tobruk to Benghazi to Tripoli, sorry, you see over here you see the price of that. It's not cheap, right? It's just level 1. If I try to put level 2 here, it's gonna take time to build that. It's gonna take a lot of time to build that. All right, so the thing I'm gonna do it, you're gonna do it one by one. Okay, just a tip to you guys. All right, and about the factor of supplying Ethiopia, I'm gonna also connect to those both tiles here. I'm gonna leave level 2. We're gonna do a little bit later. Let's do a little bit more refinery first. All right, I want to have some refineries. This is pretty important to you guys. Yes, let's also put the subs to train. Okay, you finish foreign affairs, and we can. Don't even know that. Is it a game? Oh, the game autocomplete. Corpo di Volontaria here. He's autocomplete. Okay, I didn't know that. All right, let's go for Balkan ambitions. Also, let's save or aspire. Okay, let's get the radar your facility, and you need to buy Aero again from Germany. All right, that's another mission here. Strengthen the air force. Okay, that mission is pretty much you make it 300 fighters and you make it 300 other support plane. Let's put like that. Yes, because you can make, for example, 300 close air support, 300 naval bombers, or 300 tactical bombers. Okay, so pretty much you can choose which one you want to make it. Yeah, all right, you have pretty much 1 year to finish that. Also, let's just make a very cheap infantry to defend ports, etc. Okay, very cheap, just 10 wave, right? If you have artillery, okay, we have some artillery. I think you can, okay, you can put some artillery here, just 600 artilleries. That's fine. You have more than 1,000 here, so that's fine. Let's also put artillery here just for defense of ports and the coast in general. Okay, you get the cipher from UK. Let's also get for France. I expect not to have to deal with France too, but who knows, maybe Germany stop Yes, usually it doesn't happen, but if it happens, maybe we need to get involved in the war before we want to. So let's do Albania occupation here. Okay, Germany started the Second World War. Great, they accepted. Just go straight ahead and make Albania oil. We get 2 of oil, but the import is not that you get more 1 refinery, okay? And let's also change this guy from war industrialist, because now we're just gonna make militaries. All right, don't join Germany yet. Yes, leave a little bit, get reckon. Disaster send the attaché to Germany. Yes, let's gain some of that XP they're getting. Let's put here Logistic on the army. I'm gonna improve relations with Yugoslavia. We're gonna see if we can get his territory. Okay, let's make Pact of Steel here, but just one thing. When you make Pact of Steel, yes, we're gonna lose that guy. After we make Pact of Steel, Guido Jung, he gonna get out of the government, okay? So, despite Pact of Steel is pretty good, remember that guy you're gonna leave. So, I always leave to do Pact of Steel a little bit late to enjoy that guy as I can. I mean, to enjoy that minister, because his consumer goods factories less 15%. That guy is awesome, honestly speaking, okay? But let's do a Pack of Steel, because we also get factor output and bonus for construction military for 1 year, yes? Let's rush to the anti-air of 1940. Credit Halle. Okay, we make Pack of Steel here. Let's make German military cooperation. Okay, we can't make any better, improve relations. Oh no, we can. Let's improve a little bit more relations with Yugoslavia. No, I think it is the max. We can have it. Okay, so now let's first demand Dalmatia. Let's see if they accept it. Maybe sometimes they refuse, sometimes they accept it. I just improve relationship because your chance to the acceptor is higher, but maybe they refuse to. Hard to tell. Great, they accepted. They accepted Dalmatia. Okay. Let's claim Montenegro. Let's see if they accept it. Get the engine 3. They accepted too. Awesome. I'm gonna leave a little bit like, I can send the ultimatum, yes, but I don't want to enter in the war right now, right? Okay, let's make a different plane here. We pretty much have the plane of 1940. Let's put our armor plates over here. I'm gonna push 2 armor plates. Yes, and let's try to put more 1 heavy. I can't put more heavy machine, so let's put a light machine. So 2 heavies and 1 light. There's a pretty decent plane over here, right? And using that plane, that's duplicate, okay? So it's save as new. Let's just use that design. And using that, let's make a torpedo bomber, right? Always choose a company. Let's put Motorola. That's fine. And to start the production good, let's take care of 5 factories of weapons here. Okay. Let's put straight ahead on that plane, because we also want to finish that mission. So we need more factories. Prove radio. Let's get a better train too. Let's make a new industrialization program. Remember what to say about. You have to do the north, and you have to do new industrialization program, so we can have that thing on the companies, as I said before. I'm gonna bring these subs to the Mediterranean. The spy, if you know that your enemy gonna have too much planes, yes, and you're gonna use that plane to get your subs always suffer against planes, okay? So one thing you can do is like use that subs on the Indian Ocean, okay? Because pretty much it is usually the enemy will not have air superiority on those seas, yes, but they're gonna use a lot those seas, yes. And later, you can even help the Japanese over here, yes? I mean, the Mediterranean is okay to use subs. It's just not ideal, but it is okay, alright? We're gonna try to use that subs, okay? Get here for refinery. Okay, he gives an awesome mission to expand. You just have to complete anti-partisan. This one's one of the more easiest missions we're gonna pass to you, alright? That's fine. Put our spies against in UK. We pretty much have this cipher of UK, and we're pretty much together at France again. I don't want to use that. Let's see if German can roll through France. Yes, that respecting. So we can just focus on Yugoslavia, Greece, and Africa in general, okay? But who knows, maybe France stop them, yes? And have to make some change in the planes. So let's put Prince of Terrorists, just because we have a very good non-car manpower available. Do more 1 anti-partisan, so we finish the missions. Let's get landing craft over here. Okay, we get AA of 1940, and because we got AA of 1940, we're gonna refit those ships, okay? So one thing I want you guys do it, it's come here in the Navy, press Naval refit yards over here, okay? Now let's get those ships that the 4 Littoris class we have over here. The other 2, yes, The other tools you have, you can leave it as they are, okay? Maybe you can put a radar later, etc. But leave it as they are. I mean, you don't have too many dockyards, okay? But these 4s that we make it, we're gonna refit them, right? It's gonna take 66 days to complete. Leave over there. Put the destroyers in the back. We're also gonna organize that fleet. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get a new treater, okay? We're gonna even pause to help you. Show how we're gonna do it. We're gonna pause here. Let's get, yes, this all these light cruisers and very good amount of destroyers. Yes, I still unsure if they change the rule of you have more than 40 destroyers on the same fleet, you get a debuff, okay? Even today, I still not sure if they change that or not, because they have a debuff, okay? In 2019, when they release many of the guns, they have a debuff when they have more than 40 destroyers on the same fleet. Then you get the debuff from destroyers. I still unsure about that. So because I still unsure about that, we're gonna work with less than 40 destroyers per fleet, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna separate this both fleet. Oh, before this, just put them together. Let's just change. I like to change the colors and the logos, yes? So we're gonna separate that. Let's put that as task force, okay? Or the name you would like it. For example, if I am Japan, I just put, let's say, Kido Butai. Or if I am with USA, I put task force 58. If I'm not wrong, it is task force 58. If I'm not wrong, the name. And we're gonna leave like that, okay? So now we're gonna get, let's separate those ships, yes? Those heavy ships. This one are the new ones, yes? You see Littoral class. Let's put in one fleet. And the other ones, for example, these ones are other ones. Let's put in the other fleet, okay? So the fasters in one fleet, the olders in other fleet, okay? Never put them together. You don't want to do that, all right? They have different speeds. It's gonna be a problem for you. So for one, I know this task force 2 is the older one, so let's put all that older one over here, and the new one, I just leave the new ships, yes? If I have just one ship here that's slower, all the fleet will go slower, okay? So let's, for example, say one ship over here, the max speed is, let's say, 20 knots, yes? All that fleet gonna also make a 20 knots, all right? So that's why I like to separate them, you know? I know some of the ships over here, they are like, for example, 21 knots, okay? They are that speed, you know? I know they are problematic, you know? The less speed you have, the more probably you're gonna be hit by light attack, heavy attack, torps, you know? For everything. So the better speed you have, the better you're gonna avoid being hit, all right? It's pretty much a World of War ships, let's put it like that, yes. Now, since we are getting close to get in the war, let's make here stockpile full, yes? You can make this when you are at war, okay? So make this guaranteed. You're gonna make this before the war, all right? For the war, and give a lot of bonus to build silos so you can have more oil, all right? Sign also Admiral. I like Carne Bergamini. I really like this guy. And I put Big Gun Expert and also Marksman. I know he's level 2, but I really think he have very good bonus over here. I'm gonna use Rodolfo Graziani. Let's make a front line here in Ethiopia. If you're unsure about Ethiopia, okay, if you think, Joey, I cannot hold Ethiopia, just leave it, okay? If you think you can hold it, you think it's too hard for you, just focus on Libya, that's fine. I know the AI don't get it easy, yes? So if you're unsure, that's totally fine, all right? That mission about the fighters is one of the hardest one because you need a lot of planes. I mean, for Italy, of course, for Italy, production strength, let's put like that, yes. Probably gonna fail that mission. It's a possibility. Okay, I get the Cypher friends. Let's get now from the Soviets. Let's do it here. Preserve army traditions. Okay, great to have very good intel here on UK. We're gonna infiltrate in their air force. Let's see if we can stolen a few things later. Compute machine. As you can see here, all the companies. Remember I told you about the companies. All of them pretty much have this now. Okay, more 10% of production output. And also Daniele, remember put Daniele in the beginning of the game, industrial concern. When you finish that focus tree over here, yes, new program, Daniele get also a little bonus over here for factory and dockyard output. It's pretty good, this company, I must say. Probably gonna fail that. Probably the first mission gonna fail, I guess. And in my opinion, it is the hard, I mean, this and the compliance in Ethiopia, yes. Great, France fall, that's great. Let's make another theater here. Let's put coast defense. Okay, I pretty much live in the area that I know they probably gonna disembark on us, yes. Put a troop here in Somalia. Now let's make these railways, yes. Remember talking about the railways, let's make them. Yeah, I'm gonna fail that. That's fine. One or other mission that to fail, that's fine. I mean, I could, let's say, for example, just put 5 factories here in weapons and everything, or plans, and say, no, let's push that. We need 300 and 300 here pretty fast, but I'm gonna lose all of that. Yes, that those companies, why I don't like to change factories. People sometimes, for example, that let's say they have, yes, one thing I see people do is like they have 30 factories in weapons. Those factories, they are trained to make those weapons, yes. They train to make those factories. They are at the maximum production efficient cap. Again, I'm gonna make a vision about production, but they are at the peak of the production. So they come here and say, oh, I need other stuff, I need artillery, and they come and they change the whole production line. Buddy, you're losing all of that production efficient cap that you gained before. Yes, all of that, you lost it. I don't like it. For example, I take it off 5 factories here of the weapons. Honestly, I don't like it, but I try to make the missions. Why just take 5 and not more? Because I don't want you to lose the other ones. Yes, they are producing the max that they can. Yes, they pretty much expert now at producing this. So just details to you guys, okay? Okay, cameras. Let's also put here engineers and recon, because I have a lot of support equipment. Okay, honestly, I don't use engineers on everything because engineers are expensive, but because cavalry, first, it is a little bit more expensive unit. Second, I know they are pretty good, yes, especially on the desert, and I'm trying to rush the desert. Yes, I'm going to use that engineer companies, but for other things, that, for example, the divisions that are protecting the coast, I will not put that. Honestly, there are two. This division is pretty cheap. Look, just 500. Look the price of that division. That's pretty cheap division. Yes, if I put an engineer here, look the price rising. Look that price rising. Yes, 250 to 350. All right, I pretty much gonna spend more 25%. Look at that, more 25% or more to put that engineer company. The engineer company is good. It is great, but it's expensive. So don't put on everything you see. People put on everything they see, then they come and, oh, where's my support equipment, you know? All right, so support equipment, it is great, but try to avoid using every single time. Well, talking about the engineer company, let's get the next level of 39 here. Let's also make army leaders over here, and I have more 3 light cruisers here. Let's also put them on your task force. All right, let's also separate the subs in small groups. I like them in groups of 5, 7 groups like that. So let's put convoy raiding. Let's choose Alberto da Zara. Alberto da Zara is pretty good, I guess. Yeah, Alberto da Zara. Always press here, guys. Always press this, okay? I'm gonna talk about that in other video, but for that video, just press here. All right, and you will see the difference. Let's get Lancer. Oh, that's pretty good. He has superior technician, so he can get Lancer. Let's also get Loading Drill Master. All right, I'm gonna leave the missions for him, but I don't gonna put convoy raiding right now. Otherwise, you're gonna start patrolling all these areas and spend oil. Yes, we don't want that. You see here, we not finished building the railways. You see the supply problem here? Was I talking about? Look the supply over here. We're gonna finish those railways and also put that railway here on modernization per level high, okay? We're gonna make that supply to everyone pretty much, all right? And you can pretty much put all the bases too in high prioritization level. All right, we get high efficiency turbines. We need more coal. Since I pretty much get all the things I want in the Air Force, now let's put here aircrew surveys. Yes, it's gonna help us. I'm gonna choose operation integrity. I don't gonna have too many planes, so I prefer Knights of the Air. Yes, because I don't have too many planes, so I prefer to have aces. All right, if I have too many planes, I know I'm gonna have a lot. I'm probably gonna choose airspace dominance. I really like it. Yes, I'm gonna choose torpedo swarm tactics. Let's not forget to put that plane is train. See the supply here, over here now? Much better than before. It is great? No, but it is much better than before. Let's organize the theater. Let's put subs over here. I'm gonna also choose automatic split and enable automatic reinforcements. Same here, same thing with the task force. Those destroyers that make it that we have more, let's put them as a reinforcement. So when I lost a destroyer over here, Also, just change, put repair priority medium over here in the task force, yes. And let's take it off convoys and subs over here. We don't want to pretty much going trying to get those things, yes. I'm gonna leave destroyers because I'm gonna have a lot of destroyers. Also, there's another interesting here. We have to do army department, that's fine. Let's do the Milan comms industry. Can now have the radar, so let's get that radar. I pretty much organize here the troops on Ethiopia. You can see here I have 50 civs, 50 militaries, a lot of refineries. Yes, we have pretty much amount of refineries. Now let's make some dockyards, okay? Oh, better. Let's make some silos. We have bonus for make some silos. So let's make those silos, yes. And let's try to do in the same place because we're gonna have bonus when you do in the same place. Okay, finish the missions of intelligence. We're gonna change that. I leave Ethiopia. Let's put North Africa. Let's just leave Africa because we're gonna put those units over here, yes. Let's even change to cavalry divisions. We're gonna use Giovanni Messi. Get a better reckon here. Oil processing. Buy more oil. We need to buy some oil. Let's get the Italian redemption. Let's accept the proposal made by Bulgaria. We're gonna make more fighters. Let's improve relationship with Yugoslavia. We're gonna make a front line. Let's use a field marshal. And we're gonna say, oh shit. Let's send the ultimatum, but Germany declared war. Shit, I forgot about Germany. Oh damn, I forgot about Germany. Anyway, also gonna make a big railway as we talking before, okay? Let's go ahead and do war with Greece. In Doctrine, I'm gonna go with mountain infantry. Do the camels. Okay, let's go infiltration on operations and fire concentration on. Over here, gonna do fleet operations as subs. Or let's even change. Let's put it gun fleet proponent. Gonna go operation integrity. We choose later for carriers. We don't have any carriers, and I'm gonna have line of battle over here. Yes, let's go with naval curtain. Yes, anti-aircraft curtain and grand fleet over here. Construction for industrial and assembly line production. Germany invite us to the Reich. Let's accept it. Now it is inviting us to the war. We're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna go improvement equipment, and now we're gonna get Brest small arm industries. Okay, I'm gonna use that bonus for the arm of 1942. Okay, everything pretty much ready. Let's unleash the convoys. Task force, we're gonna put strike force, yes, on those regions usually. Let's leave the air force doing the job. We're gonna enter the war, okay? This time, boys. Put port to strike 2. We're pretty much ready. Let's go. Okay, Greece and the allies. There we go. Begin the naval battles. We're doing great in Somalia. We're doing great. Pending fast. Let's do some micro here in Somalia. We're having some battles, naval battles over here. Our fleet is doing great. How it is in Greece? On Greece it is great too. Let's get those camels. Let's put to naval invasion Malta. Let's put more repair queues over here. And let's put some floating harbors and convoys to make it now, okay? We don't need more destroyers. We have plenty of destroyers here. How is going in Greece? Be great. We pretty much encircle everyone. It's perfect. Let's broken the cipher of Free France and UK. Let's get a better cipher too. They are having problems with supply due to the ratings we are making. That's great. We encircle them. Let's try to connect Ethiopia with the rest. Yes, let's also don't forget to connect also the railways, otherwise that supply hub will not gonna work. Okay, let's put some priority. Now let's make the, I say, bigger tree: Super Exército, Super Aero, Super Marina. Okay, first let's do the Super Exército. They stop. Okay, when they stop, okay, you see those troops here, they are stuck. Make a naval base behind them. All right, we have the mission subjugation Greece. We completed. We're doing great. Okay, now our navy come here again. Our navy is making a lot of damage on the enemy. Spending fast, boys. We're spending fast. Let's try to encircle those units. Now we want naval superiority here. Okay, so let's put patrol over here in Central Mediterranean Sea. We're gonna get Malta. Okay, we make the Super Exército. Let's make the Super Aerial. That's it. The naval invasion is going. Let's go, boy. Let's go over here. Try to host the max you can, and that's one of the reasons also I make this a little bit behind the port. Yes, it's still dangerous. Okay, but let's change and let's put last stand because Giovanni Messi was wounded, so I can't put last stand. Let's put last stand over here. There we go. We get Malta. Okay, we get Malta. Now we can, oh shit, there's a big battle happening here. Yeah, the big boys. Hey, their navy are here. The navy are here. Let's get more oil. I have a problem with oil. Let's get from Iran too. Okay, we make the port here. Let's bring those units from Europe to North Africa, okay? How's it going? How's it going? It is going great. We encircle many divisions over here. We lost a few of them. Yeah, that's true. Again, let's connect it again. Remember, we're talking about railways. There we go. We get the Royal Navy. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we make the Super Aero. Now let's make the Super Marina. Great. We encircle that. Encircle that. Let's put all the subs over here too. Just over here. Okay, you can make the naval invasion that we're asking for. Make the naval invasion. It is a war of attrition, boys. It is a war of attrition. I'm not gonna deny to you guys. That's why using camels everywhere. Yes, because they're good with attrition. They have some speed. They are for desert. As you can see here, we're expanding pretty fast, okay? Looks like we're going circle them. Let's make some pressure on the front line. That's great. We disembark behind them. Great, encircle that. That's encircle. That's gone. That's gone.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, we finished that. Okay, we make the Super Marina. Let's make cooperation programs. Okay, the encircle's back here. Let's try another naval disembarker. Let's get better torps. Okay, encircle that. More naval battles. Damn, look that guy. Level 6. Basic. We have a mission for fuel. I don't even see the mission, honestly. Okay, let's work for the army of 1942. Let's try to encircle those divisions. So let's pin them. Yes, we're gonna pin them. That's it. We close that. Let's get those units. Something interesting. Look how big it is, our navy, and how big it is the Royal Navy. We're not so far from them now. You see? Yeah, they still have the carriers and etc, but we're not so far from them now because the success of our naval battles over here. Also, let's... Okay, Germany started Barbarossa. Let's try to make another naval invasion. That's great. Pretty much make it. Now let's press them. See if we can spend this. Also, let's put those destroyers. Let's put them to hunt convoys over here. Looks like I get a port. I think I get a port. Yes, I think I get a port. Let's put professional corps here. And I have to work. Okay guys, I see you guys in the next video. Just a new few details here. We lost plenty of manpower here. We lost a lot of people. But the Ottoman UK suffered because we're pretty much trying to struggle him, yes? It is a very aggressive strategy. Again, it is a very aggressive strategy. UK is also buffed. So yes, I know we're gonna have problems with that. But because of that aggression, yes, because of that we're making here, all of that, the UK is starting to have problems with supply. As you can see here supply is going terrible, just terrible. He pretty much knew of supply fulfillment. He having problems stockpile trucks. Yes, he don't have many, and he don't have many fuel. He still have plenty of convoys, but for how long? Yes, so that's why we're trying to strangle UK before the US enters on the war. After the US enters on the war, we're gonna have a problem, okay? But that is for the next video. I see you guys in the next video. If you like, please smash the like button. Tell us what you're thinking about our campaign so far. I would like to hear you guys, okay? See you guys in the next video, and bye bye.